Forget your name it. I wasn't even born. Matt Robinson was a quarterback. Was a quarterback when I was born, 1978. Ever since then, the Jets. We've been dealing with a lot of bad quarterback. Well, Testaverde was okay, but then he got hurt. He was never the same. Chad Pennington he was a very smart quarterback, but didn't have the arm. I remember we had Santana Moss, Lavernus Coles. Those were the good receivers, speedsters, but he couldn't get them the ball. Then we had Quincy Carter, Geno Smith. Geno Smith had the flash. Rex Ryan wasn't a good coach. Rex Ryan was a good defensive coordinator, but not a good coach. There's a lot of guys who are great defensive coordinators, great offensive coordinator, but not a leader, not a good coach. We're seeing that right now with Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh is a good defensive coordinator, but he's a terrible head coach. If you look at Robert Saleh's winning percentage, Adam Gase was bad. All right, let me rephrase that. Adam Gase was trash. Adam Gase was trash. Adam Gase should never had a job anywhere near sports. He should never had a job anywhere in the world. He is trash. I wouldn't even trust Adam Gase to pick up my trash. That's how dumb Adam Gase is. That's how dumb he is. Dumb. Adam Gase, in 32 games, nine for 23. Robert Saleh, 34 games, 11 for 23. Winning percentage for Adam Gase is 281. Robert Saleh is 324. What's the difference? It's terrible. He's the same as Rich Kotite. Same thing. Same thing. Herman Edwards he didn't have players, but he took the team far. Eric Mangini was a product of Herman Edwards' team. Rex Ryan came in. He started, but Rex Ryan didn't know how to evaluate talent. He focused so much on the defense. He was not a good leader. The city needed that, but that was it. Now Bill Parcells was the man. Al Groh, it was all right. It was all right. You know what I mean? 9-7. That was it. He didn't have a chance. But that was it. That was it. They just haven't had. I'm not even gonna bring up Joe Namath because, like I said, I wasn't even born when Joe Namath was a quarterback. When I watch a lot of footage, people made him out to be a great quarterback. He wasn't. He's a Hall of Fame because the metric wasn't that high to measure quarterback. You won a Super Bowl. That's it. But not because he had a great running back and great defense. But I wasn't even born. Matt Robinson was the quarterback in 1978 when I was born. You had Matt Robinson. You had Richard Todd. Testaverde. I remember in the 90s with Richard Todd, Pat Ryan, Ken O'Brien, those guys, there's a lot of bad football. Brian Nagel, a lot of bad football. Frank Reich, Neil O'Donnell, Glenn Foley. Glenn Foley was a player. I always wanted him to succeed, but it was just Glenn Foley was like Mike White to me. dog. He just needed. He didn't have the talent, but he tried so much. If only he had an ounce, the guy would have been great. You know what I mean? Ray Lucas was just putting together. Rick Meyer, all those guys. But Testaverde, you know, like I said, Chad Pennington, you know, we had a lot of bad quarterbacks. Brooke Bollinger, Mark Sanchez, Kellen Clemens, a lot, you know, Bryce Petty, Joe Flacco, trash Joe Flacco, Luke Falk, bad quarterbacks. The Jets went out. You get Zach Wilson. With so many players available, you felt, hey, let me get Zach Wilson. Let me get Sam Darnold. You have Josh Allen, all those guys available. You said to yourself, no, let me get Sam Darnold. Then, 2021, you said, okay, we tried Sam Darnold from 2018 to 2020. He didn't work. He was trash. Let me try another trash quarterback. It is terrible, man. You know, as a Jets fan, you know, you're watching this thing. It's just like, okay, what are they gonna do? There's no adjustment. Watching the Jets game, you know, Monday night was last week. You know, last week Monday was you know, it was a good football. You know, it was great football, great game. They were losing, they came back, great game. That defense showed light. Yesterday, Sunday, it was the worst, one of the worst things I've watched. Same old Jets. Robert Saleh made a speech, same old Jets. I'm watching the same old Jets. I've been a Jet fan for a long time. I started watching Jets in 1990. I was 12 years old. Well, I used to watch them when I was 10, seeing satellite. Without satellite, to watch when I was 10, I was in 80. But 1990, when I really loved the Jets, I was 12 years old. You know, things gotta get better, man. Things have to get better. And right now, it's not looking like that. Brees Hall, not even happy. There's a possibility Brees Hall might ask to be traded. Brees Hall, our best running back on the roster. You get him 4 to 5 touches. And a game where you know your quarterback is inept. Zach Wilson should not be in the NFL. Zach Wilson shouldn't even be the water boy. The water boy, like a lot of the water boys play football. They understand. Zach Wilson has zero concept of what football is. It was something that his mother just, you know, throw on him. Hey, now go ahead, go whatever. And allegedly, I have to say allegedly, I don't want to be sued. Even though I have good lawyers, but don't worry about it. I don't want to be sued, but allegedly, his mother paid scouts from high school. Allegedly, his mother paid the school, paid. Hey, put him in there. Let him be the quarterback. If Zach Wilson was that good, how many college scout for him? How many college wanted to get him in? Zero. He didn't get recruited by anybody. Nobody. If he was that good in high school, nobody came for him. None. Zero. His mother, allegedly, his mother donated some money to BYU. Then he went to BYU. Give money to the coaches, allegedly. Got him playing. Trash. He don't know what he's doing, man. He doesn't know what he's doing. So the Jets went and drafted this kid, Joe Douglas, who's friend with his mom, allegedly, chilling with the mom, you know what I mean. Draft this kid, because Joe Douglas is about giving his friends jobs. He's done that with Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's been trash. Joe Flacco was trash, been trash. I'm not gonna say born trash, but trash. Joe Flacco got it. When nobody was looking at him, Joe Douglas gave him a job. And now I'm hearing, oh yeah, let's bring Joe Flacco back in. What has he done in the NFL? Meanwhile, you have Colin Kaepernick out there. You guys don't want to even give him a look. But yet, you talking about bringing Joe Flacco in. Joe dumped. Let me. The Jets season's over. The New York Jets season is over. If I'm Aaron Rodgers, I don't want no part of that. And I'm a Jets fan, I'm telling you right now. If I'm Aaron Rodgers, I don't want any part of that. There's no way at some point, Woody Johnson. I sent each of you guys an email. Woody and Christopher Johnson. I sent each of you guys an email, man. Read my email. I put urgent. They had an urgent. Read that email, man. At the end of the season, there's a lot of Jets fans who's going to cancel their season tickets. If you have Joe Doug, if you have Robert Saleh as the head coach. He's trash. He doesn't know what he's doing, man. I don't care who you get. At this point, we've been bad. Robert Saleh was supposed to be a defensive specialist. I haven't seen it. Can you imagine if Herman Edwards, beside Bill Parcells, but Herman Edwards was he was a Jeff, more whatever. The guy missed the playoff one time. He had to be traded. Herman Edwards had to be traded to Kansas City. He didn't want to be here anymore. He took the Jets to 3 playoffs, back to back to back. He's the only coach in the history of the Jets. Herman Edwards is the only coach who took the Jets to back 3 straight playoffs with nobody. He didn't have anybody. He was begging the Jets to sign Terrell Owens, all those guys. The Jets didn't want, they didn't want to do any of that. He was just playing with practice squad players. And he took the Jets to the playoffs. with no talent. None. He took the Jets. Herman Edwards took the Jets to the playoffs. Then you have Mangini came in. He ride the wave. Went to the playoffs. Herman Edwards didn't want to be with the Jets anymore because he was tired. He was traded. Herman Edwards was traded from the Jets as a coach to Kansas City. Kansas City had to give a draft picks to get Herman Edwards. He didn't want to be here. He's like, yo, I've done everything I can. You want to give me players? Get me out of here. He had to be traded. Then you got Rex Ryan. You started spending money. Yes, you went to back-to-back AFC championship. After that, it went downhill from now. Todd Bowles was a bad coach. He didn't know what he was doing. He did not know what he was doing. But I'm saying, right now, you went and hired Adam Gase. What what did he do in Miami? That's what I'm saying, man. Christopher Johnson, man. I like you guys, man. You guys are good dudes. Woody Johnson, you're an amazing person. We talked a few times. You're a great man. I would never take that away from you. You're a great man. But there's no way Adam Gase on an interview and you say, this is the coach for me. What did he say to convince you that he was a coach? The guy was dumb. The dumbest person I've met a lot of dumb people. I've met a lot of dumb people who know how to talk. He couldn't. Hey, listen, this is sports talk, by the way. Sports talk. We got a lot, hey, please like and subscribe. I appreciate the love. All right, I appreciate the love. I'm a Jet fan. I've been hurt for a long time. I thought this year, 2023, we were going to the Super Bowl. Why? With the defense we had last year, the only thing that was holding us back was a quarterback. But we got a quarterback. But there was no plan B. No plan B for a quarterback. Why would you let Mike White walk to keep Zach Wilson? Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas they went and drafted Zach Wilson. Same guy who drafted Sam Darnold. They went and got Zach Wilson. But they don't want to punt on that season. They don't want to punt on Zach Wilson because they're trying to convince the fan base, nah, he is good, man. I told you he's good. And I've been telling, there's a lot of fans. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of YouTubers. You know what I mean? When I said to them, yo, Zach Wilson is trash. Rick, you know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Now, those are the guys who never play football. A day in their lives. They just talk. But I told those idiots, yo, this kid is bad. He's trash, man. You don't know what you're talking about. Give him a chance. And then, weeks later, Zach Wilson is in that. He's trash. Dude, I told you this, man. I told you he's trash. He's garbage, man. He's women bathroom trash, man. Trash. What has he done for you to say, hey, this guy's was gonna be good? You in a draft and when we had freaking Justin Fields. You get Sam Darnold when we had Josh Allen, we had, you know what I mean? Like, pick something. There is, man. They could have picked anybody. It's disappointing to see. You watch the game, no adjustment being made. None. You saying to yourself, okay, first half, all right, we look bad. We look like trash. What is he going to do second half? You came back flat. Hello? You played to win the game. A famous coach said that. Great guy. Great guy. I was hurt when he said he didn't want to be here anymore. Herman Edwards, one of my favorite coaches for the Jets. He said, I don't want to be here anymore. I was hurt a little bit. Like, man, this guy don't want to be here. But then you get to talk to him. Guy's a great man. The organization, there's a lot of players, he wanted to get Woody Johnson, great man. Didn't want to spend money. Told him, nah, man, deal with what you got. Deal with what you got. Meanwhile, everybody else do, so he didn't want to be here. But it's funny, after he left, Woody Johnson tried to spend money. Now, can you imagine if Woody Johnson would actually give the Jets, give Herman Edwards some money to spend, some talent, some players? They would have been great. But he didn't do that. Bill Parcells, we got 9-7. It wasn't that bad. We got to do better, man. Right now, you're wasting away the Jets' talents. We have the players. We have players. We don't have a quarterback. We don't have a coach. The Jets, right now, I know before the season started, I said 14-3. We'll be lucky to win 3 games. I'm looking at the schedule. I'm looking at the schedule right now. I don't see where our second win's coming from. Was Zach Wilson at the quarterback? And the defense playing the way they play Sunday? Robert Saleh's calling the plays? Robert Saleh's the head coach? Jeff Albrecht, please. Nathaniel Hackett. He's going to be the next head coach for the Jets. Nathaniel Hackett will be the next head coach. It's ridiculous, man. When you watch a team coming in, there's no life. There's no life. Robert Saleh give the Jets a week off, day off, whatever. Hey, now we off. Like you have. Why? Listen, man. Woody Johnson. At the end of the season, get rid of this guy, man. I don't care who you get. I'm tired of watching bad football teams, bad football games. I'm wasting my Sundays. I wasted yesterday. I could have done anything else. I could have done anything else, but I didn't. Bad football team, man. And I said, wow, they look bad. Now, Dallas Cowboys look like they're a Super Bowl team. Dallas Cowboys were in true form. They look like they're ready for the Super Bowl. And I told you guys, it's going to be between Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers. Mike McCarthy did exactly what he needed to do. Yes, you let go Moore. Moore was a great offensive coordinator. But he had to show he went back to the basic. Play calling is already out. Boom, boom. Doc have that play calling. Ball out. If you know, okay, run, boom, boom. Okay, you're going to count to 10. Boom, count to 10. Take off. Boom, from your break. Boom. Count to 10 and turn left. Ball's there. He already know. So you run as a receiver, boom, hike, 10, boom, cut left or cut right. Right? He already know 1, 2. As a defensive end, right? As a defensive end, you swim. You coming in, you ripping, whatever you're going inside, if you're in the 4-eye or wide line, depending on where you are. Right? Depending on your lineup. Whether you're standing, I prefer to stand. As a defensive end, I prefer to stand. I like to see what's going on. Most people like to play with their hand in the dirt. I prefer to stand. I'm sorry. And there's going to be a lot of coaches. There were a lot of bad coaches. They wouldn't use my skill set. You can't. A lot of bad coaches. They will. Oh no. Put your hand in the dirt. Maybe I'm more comfortable with standing. I like to see what's going on. I'm not saying I don't. When I'm out there on the Y9, I like to see what's going on. On the 4-eye, it's okay. I know that I'm going to these big bodies. I need that burst. On the, you know what I mean? On the Y9, let me see. Let me go. But hey, some guys are comfortable. You know what I mean? You see right now, 2023. Well, since 2020, whatever, you see a lot of guys, a lot of defensive end, lining up. You know what I mean? Hands down on the dirt. They want to see what's going on. They're able to see. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't see with your hand in the dirt. I'm not saying you can't see, but your speed, all that stuff is Anyway, man, it's difficult to explain that. You're not a football player. You're not gonna understand. But anyway, man, watching the Jets. Watching the Cowboys, those guys are ready. Micah Parsons, Micah is, Micah, whatever. Micah Parsons. I'm Haitian, so I call it Micah. We call your son Micah. Micah. Wow. Anyway, man. He is a beast. He is a beast. Forget the Bosa brothers. Those are KKK members, man. Allegedly, they're KKK members. Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation. Allegedly, they're part of. They are part of the Aryan Nation, brothers. It's a shame. It's a shame. But anyway, man. Anyway. Those guys are beasts. So it's gonna come up to the quarterback, and I think that Doc, he's tired. Having Jerry Jones bringing up new quarterbacks. When you was hurt, you talking about Cooper Rush, Cooper Cup, all of the above. He don't like that. He didn't like that. He said, "What? I want to show you something different." You stepped up. The ball's out. 1, 2. By the time the defensive end coming in on that third, because on the 1, 2, because if you're not mobile, with me the minute hike, I'm already boom. From your 1, by the time you 2, I'm on you. I know I'm 305. You said, "Oh man, Rick, you're not that fast." Man, my speed didn't go anywhere, bro. My speed, God bless me, my speed didn't change. It's dead. My speed and strength, we still good. At 45, we still good. I can still outrun a lot of you youngins. At 45, I can still outrun a lot of you youngins. I'm 45 years old. My son, they can't beat me. I'm still faster than them. Yeah, lights out. I'm still faster than them. I'm 45. That's my wife. I'm telling you. I'm still faster. The speed is still there. God bless me with that. It's genetic too. It's genetic, man. Let's go, baby. Sports talk. Usually I say, let's go, Jets. That's the part I get excited. But, you know what I mean? Now they let me down, man. They let me down. I'm looking, like I said, I look at the schedule. With Aaron Rodgers, I told you the Jets were going to 14-3. And I said, hey, I don't know if they're going to be undefeated. 14-3. Aaron Rodgers is out. And we have Zach Wilson. There's no path. You know what I mean? I was talking to my boy Dave. He's like, hey, you trade for Kirk Cousins. They're 0-2. But I told him, F Cousins, man. F that dude. He used the Jets as a leverage. He told the Jets he was coming. The Jets was, they agreed on a verbal contract. Kirk Cousins and the New York Jets. He used them as leverage and told the Vikings, hey, the Jets offered me this. And he spun the Jets, he went to the Vikings. Kirk Cousins could have been a quarterback hit. We wouldn't need. So they're 0-2. The Vikings are 0-2. Now you're saying if you trade for Kirk Cousins, right? I think he got 2 years left of his contract, I believe. You traded him to tell him, okay, all right, we're gonna trade for you. When Aaron Rodgers come back, you're gonna take you taking a backseat. You're a backup to Aaron Rodgers. Is he gonna take that? Or I don't see why Vikings would trade him for anything than a first round pick. I want to offer a first round pick for him. I get a third or fourth round pick for him right now. You know what I mean? I'll do that, but I don't see why they would do it. Right? I don't see why they would do it. Matt Ryan, you need somebody that's mobile. With the Jets offensive line, they're trash, man. They're trash. You call the Rams for what? They said no to the Jets before we got Aaron Rodgers. They said no to the Jets before. So why would they do that? There's only 2 people who make sense for the Jets right now, but the Jets won't do it. 2 players. There are 2 people right now that makes sense for the freaking Jets right now. They won't do it. Jameis Winston right now. You know what I mean? You call the Saints for Jameis Winston, but the Jets would not take anybody that's a threat to freaking Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson is trash. The dude is garbage, man. Garbage. Women back from garbage, but the Jets won't they won't go out there trade for Jameis Winston. Colin Kaepernick is free. Colin Kaepernick right now is freaking free. Free. Hey, take him. You can tell Colin Kaepernick right now, I will pay you $1 million. Matter of fact, no. You could call him right now and say, listen, come in for a league minimum of $400,000. He will sign up for that 1 year and ball out. The Jets will not do it. The NFL will not do it. They don't have the balls to do it. Woody Johnson, I thought you had the balls to do it. You know, you're a good dude, man. You're a good dude. I like you. But come on, man. You're a billionaire. What are you afraid of? The fan base, coming after you? A lot of you guys, Trump supporters, a lot of you guys made it about when he took the knee, he kneeled down. When he took the knee, you made it about the flag. It had nothing to do with the flag, bro. He took a stand and he paid for it. He made it about police brutality, all that stuff. It had nothing to do with him disrespecting the flag. He didn't burn the flag. I see you guys burning the flag. You lost. You lost. Aryan Nation, KKK, you lost. You lost. You fought, you lost. Give it up, man. Give it up. A lot of you losers, saying you love America, you love this, whatever, right? Now once you go to the military. Go fight for the country. No, you too chicken. You just talk. You in your mother's basement right now. She needs to kick you out. Get a job, man. She needs to kick you out. You in your mother's basement, mad. Colin Kaepernick needed, get Colin Kaepernick. Okay, if you're not gonna get Colin Kaepernick, Jets, get Jameis Winston right now. Call the Saints. Give up a 4th round pick. Give up a 4th rounder. You get him. If they ask for, I would say a 5th rounder. You know what I mean? You ask for a 4th, hey, take it. They might ask for a 3rd because they know you need a quarterback. You know what I mean? They're gonna ask for King Ransom. Give him a freaking 3rd round pick. Well, 4th rounder. Give him a 4th round pick. Have Jameis Winston come in here to, yo, kid, take the job from this loser. Snatch the ball from Zach Wilson, man. Snatch the ball from him. Why the hell would you let go of Mike White, man? And you know, that's Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh loved Zach Wilson for what? What has he done? The same thing, the same way Rex Ryan loved Mark Sanchez. He got a tattoo of his wife wearing Mark Sanchez's jersey. You know, that was some freaky stuff going on with his wife. And you know what I mean? I mean, he was a fat dude. That was, anyway, I'm not even going to go there. Him and Mark Sanchez. I'm not even going to go there. But, man, you know something? I was there. I ain't going to say it. But, hey, I was going to say it in Creole, but people, still. Anyway, man. Yo. Sports talk, man. We hearing a lot of feeling right now. There's a lot of people. I'm losing subscribers right now. I'm losing viewers right now. But it's okay. You'll come back. Let's go, man. You know what? There's a couple people message me. Hey, they want to make sure they want to come on the show. Let's do a show together. I gotta, I gotta do that. You know what I mean? Do a Zoom. You know what I mean? Do a Google Meet when we split screen and do the show together, man. I gotta do that. I haven't had time to set it up, to have my background, to have my, my camera. My camera is on a shelf. My mic, all my stuff is, I gotta put this stuff together. Time is, but hey, you still getting it, man. You still getting it, man. And anyway, man, I don't want to rant too much because I'm trying to censor myself. I might say the wrong things, so I'm just gonna let it go. Chats, I don't see a path. I don't see us winning 3 games. I don't see it. Prove me wrong. Forget the Legion of Boom. Forget the 85 Bears, man. Forget that, man. Win a game. Go 2-game winning streak. Go 3-game winning. You know what I mean? Like, do something, man. It's 17 games. Right now, it's 15. 1-1. We're about to be dead last in the division. And the crazy thing is, the division was right there to be taken. We couldn't do it. Anyway, guys, listen. I'm trying to get 500 subscribers. If I could get 1 million, it would be great. But baby steps. All right? Like, subscribe, and share, man. Let me get out of here. Peace out. Sports Talk.